Welcome to NewPod, the channel for movie and TV show analyses and recaps. Here, we go beyond the surface to understand what these stories are really about. If you love breaking down characters, relationships, and the little details that make all the difference, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. It really helps the channel out. Today, we're diving headfirst into the amazing first season of Avatar, The Last Airbender, a show that has captivated generations. Picture this: Katara and Sokka from the Southern Water Tribe, way out in the frozen wilderness, stumble upon a kid in an iceberg. But this isn't just any kid, it's Aang, the very last airbender, and even bigger, the Avatar. This is a massive shock, because he was thought to be gone for 100 years, which is exactly how long he'd been frozen solid. And, just like that, an adventure that's about to change the world begins. Barely awake, the Fire Nation is already on his heels, led by Prince Zuko, who's obsessed with capturing him to restore his honor. And then it hits him: Aang sees the horror at his old air temple. His people were wiped out. It's heartbreaking, and we see him enter the Avatar state for the first time, a truly powerful moment. The spirit of the old Avatar Roku appears to him, marking the start of an epic quest. On Kyoshi Island, Sokka gets a lesson in humility from Suki's warriors, and it's great to see him grow. Then, the group meets old King Bumi and Omashu, an old childhood friend of Aang's who gives him a really important lesson: how to be patient and listen to the earth to find his master. These encounters are key to their growth. Aang dives into the spirit world, and we see how much the war has thrown everything out of balance. But the scariest part comes when Roku tells him Sozin's comet is almost here. If Aang doesn't master all the elements by then, Fire Lord Ozai will be unstoppable. Time is running out, and the tension really ramps up. That's when you realize just how big a job this is. Katara snatches a waterbending scroll from some pirates, and Aang picks up waterbending incredibly fast. That makes Katara a little jealous at first, but she eventually gets her confidence back and shows off her own talent. They have a great dynamic. Then we meet Jet, a charismatic rebel who wants to flood an entire village just to take out some soldiers. It really blurs the line between right and wrong. A heartbreaking episode shows us why Aang ran away before the genocide. He was scared of his destiny. At the same time, we uncover Zuko's tragic past, burned by his own father for defying him. It's awful and really adds so much depth to his character. And then, the big surprise: Zuko saves Aang as the Blue Spirit. He even admits they could have been friends. An amazing moment. Katara discovers her waterbending healing abilities after Aang accidentally burns her hands while trying firebending with Zhong, a reluctant firebending master. It's great to see her powers grow. She's not just there to support the Avatar. This also highlights the dangers of firebending without discipline. Finally, they arrive at the majestic Northern Water Tribe. But there's a problem. Master Pakku refuses to teach Katara because she's a woman. We're completely with her in her fight for equality. After a fierce duel, he finds out she's the granddaughter of his former fiancé. What a twist. He agrees to train her, and it's a victory for Katara and all women. Prince Zuko's still around, but this time, Admiral Zhao launches a massive invasion against the Northern Water Tribe. It's all-out war. Sokka falls for Princess Yu, but she has a tragic fate. She's tied to the moon's spirit and has to sacrifice herself to save it after Zhao dares to kill it. It's heartbreaking, but what a hero she is. Waterbending is gone, and it's pure chaos. And then things go absolutely wild. Aang merges with the ocean spirit, becoming a giant creature, a vengeful god that devastates the Fire Nation fleet. It's one of the most incredible moments in the entire series. Zhao gets swept into the spirit world, and Zuko, once again, fails to capture Aang. To top it all off, the terrifying Princess Azula is sent by Ozai to hunt down Zuko. The season ends on a cliffhanger that leaves us breathless for what comes next. If this video gave you some new insights, remember to subscribe and like to support the channel. Let me know in the comments what you thought and what movie or series you want to see next. See you soon on NewPod.